Welcome to International Securities Exchange's podcast series. Facilitated by renowned educators, ISE podcasts are intended to teach beginning as well as seasoned investors the ins and outs of trading. To find an updated list of podcasts, please visit www.ise.com/podcasts. Please be sure to listen to our important message following this episode regarding the risks of investing in exchange-traded options.
You can recreate that position. You can create that position that I suggested, and instead of incurring that definitive 45% loss right away by closing out that position, you put yourself in a situation where if you do happen to get a snap back, that over the next over the next month, that you may very well get your capital back. But if you cut your loss at 45, it's a loss at 45%. So it's a way for you to stay with the trade, to not accept that loss right away, and just give yourself one more chance to at least get your money back, if not a little bit of a profit. But of course, absolutely, you can keep that call and create a bear put spread. There's a number of different things that you can do to kind of remedy that. It's just a matter of understanding. It really comes right down to the basics and just understanding the rights and obligations of the positions that you're integrating into your trade, and knowing how they're going to react over the course of your time horizon that you've created for yourself.
Point. Well, one last point, and I don't want to put you out on a limb, Jace, but Charles apparently must listen to the weekly outlook because he's very interested. He says he missed the first 30 minutes or so, and he was wondering if you covered the weekly outlook. I guess, here we are only on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So it's really not much different from where you were on Monday or Sunday when you first produced it.
Well, I'll tell you. I mean, it's like the one that I'm noticing right now that was a little precarious yesterday is, of course, the CDD, and I've had the 122 level as a very key support. In maintaining a U.S. dollar dominance over the Canadian dollar, and we've dropped below that level right now. And the one thing that that I've seen today is that we actually during the day played all the way down basically to 120 and kind of rallied off of that to close actually not on the highs but a little higher than the open. But I'm also looking at, speaking of convergence, divergence, I'm looking at significant convergence on the MACD. So we saw that break of 122, which is what I said on Sunday. I said, yeah, we really got to watch that because that opens the window for a push down into that 118. But I want to see if we consolidate, where we are right now. I think we're going to see a further decline in the U.S. dollar. But if we're able to hold these levels, we may see that continuation. But we're kind of things are a little precarious right now, especially if you look at the U.S. dollar index. Looking like quite a little continuation pattern there, but I'm on the fence, to be honest with you. I'm waiting for a break. There's a couple of levels that I'm waiting to see break before I can count out a continuation in the U.S. dollar strengthening. So,
what I find interesting, Jace, is that the implied volatility of the options made pretty much I'd like to say a 6 or 7 month low.
Yeah.
Just the other day. And what does that mean? It just means to me is that people are not expecting it to go much lower than here or higher than here because
Yep.
I guess we've been trading in that range for a long period of time, but this volatility got so low just as of Thursday maybe or Monday. So I guess everyone in the market is expecting more like 118 to 129. I know that's a big range, but at some point it's going to break out of that range, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's bigger picture, things still look bullish U.S. dollar, in my opinion, of course, not reflective of Steve's or the ISE's. But again, we got to keep an open mind, and this is why we do these outlooks on a weekly basis, just to, we give our observations. But we're, when you're in a position where you can buy a call if you think it's going up or a put if you think it's going down, you really don't care. You just want to see that price movement or that pair value action. And so, at this point, 118 on the Canadian on the CDD, it's not unrealistic, especially since we've broken that level. But you've got a lot of things going. There's different things kind of happening in each of the pair values, and I certainly don't want to get into a full commentary on all of them. But we've definitely seen, other than several weeks ago, that real aggressive sell-off. It looks like maybe we're seeing the currency markets catching its breath a little bit, but I don't think we can count out another aggressive move here at some point. I think there's still lots going on out there that we got to be ready for anything.
Well, Chase, thanks again. I appreciate Charles appreciates it also. In fact, I've gotten a number of comments that your presentation was excellent. Which I get a couple of them each time, but I'm getting more than a couple this time. So, I think because the attendees have not seen this kind of presentation where you age the options, you said, okay, what happens if I'm long and nothing happens, or the fact is that the underwire moves against you. Something different and that people really need to understand and get a grip of. Thanks again. Really appreciate it. You did a great job. And I want to thank you not only for today, but the weekly outlook that you do is tremendous. I listen to it very often. Thanks again, and of course, you're going to hopefully you'll come back soon and deliver something about option Greeks. That's fine too. Whatever you feel is appropriate.
Absolutely. We'll, and of course, again, you guys are so great, being open to all of the folks that attend these. If there's anybody, I don't want to speak for you guys, Steve, but if there's any suggestions on certain topics that people would like to see, I think, Steve, you guys would be open to that as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Of course.
Just to make sure that we're delivering what these guys are interested in.
Absolutely, that's our job, and that's again optionsource.net. You can catch Jason there, and you can always catch him here at the ISC. The weekly outlook. There's lots of ways that you can learn more about not only the foreign currency world but equity options. There's so many places. So, Jason, just want to say thanks again on the behalf of the International Securities Exchange. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. And of course, Steve, up on the screen there now are all of the great sessions that you have planned for the next couple of weeks and into May. So I know you guys do a great job at getting this information out to your subscribers. But good to take note. There's quite a few solid names up there. I notice you've got Dr. J on May 5th, so it's kind of neat to be at least in the same spreadsheet as he is. He's definitely an interesting gentleman, so I think I might actually tune in to see to hear what he has to say as well. So thanks very much for the opportunity, Steve, and always look forward to presenting for you guys, and we'll catch you next time.
Definitely, Jason.
Good stuff.
On behalf of the International Securities Exchange, this is Steve Meisinger saying, I want to just say thanks to Jason again, and I want to thank all of you, the attendees, for coming, taking time out of your busy schedule to listen and learn more about foreign currency options. And please come back next week when we have Rob Booker. We're talking about Forex correlations. Again, it's 4:30 Eastern Time, trading the relationship between currencies and stocks. And the following week, we have Tony Hansen on. So please come back. And if you'd like to listen to Jason again, tomorrow we'll have this presentation archived at www.isc.com/FX, and you can actually go to the archives. So thanks again. On behalf of the ISC, and this is Steve Meisinger saying have a great evening.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks, Chase.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. To find more podcasts on options, stocks, alternative markets, and market data, please visit www.isc.com/podcasts.